All right. So, for those who haven't been in one of our in live in person spaces before, what we basically do is every Thursday night we bring in two different projects, whether they're crypto or NFT. We bring them so that our community has the chance to take and see what other projects have to offer. Um, so we basically how the night goes is we do a quick elevator pitch so that everybody can hear what you guys have to offer, and then we do a deep dive, and we can ask each other questions, and then we ask for everybody's communities to ask each other questions.
Okay. Well, I've already had pocket cows on the show, but I can re-ask the questions. That's not a problem.
Yeah, I could talk about this all day. So
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, we we almost hit 2 hour mark on the show. So yeah.
yes, we did.
All right. Well, who would like to go first and give their elevator pitch?
Well, let's go, Snack. You're up.
All right. Excuse me. All right. So my project is ShibRobi, and this project is like my passion project. It is my baby. I created this from a
It ain't
means
funny. It's
of
like
frustration and finally having enough of like robots and bots and scammers in the space, taking hard-earned money that's earned from people that like are just on their wits end, they're living paycheck to paycheck. And I can see that, I was once in their position, and like having all that money stolen and getting taken from me, it was a big motivation to start ShibRobi. I was through all the honeypots, through the rug pulls, through the highs, the lows, I was there for it all. And I used that to implement that into my project. And when that being said, ShibRobi is one of the first women-led and founded projects in the ERC20 space. And that was a change that I also wanted to implement into the space, because a lot of the women didn't have a voice. And I have a little bit of a smart mouth, and like I put my foot down from time to time, but like that's what's gonna be needed to change the space. Like you can't let it happen. Like you got to be the change you want to see. And I say that from time and time again. And with that being said, too, with my project, we have a play to earn game. We have a virtual reality game that's going to be paired with the Oculus as well. We have a Roby swap that is going to be coming up in our next phase that will be released when it is ready, obviously. And once we have more information and like more, I would say front end work done about that, we will release information about that. We just got listed on our first decentralized exchange. It is international. It is called BitKeep. Um, we have a lot of things implemented into my project, and one of the main things that I harp on is STEM and giving back to the underprivileged and underserved kids. And that's something that I really want to bring forward with my project, is eventually laying down a foundation to have scholarships or something to give back to these underprivileged kids, And we are also doing a donation to Xbot Robotics here soon as well. And it's going to be a pretty big donation. It's also the possibility to sponsor two teams during a competition with that donation. I'm really big on giving back to community and like to the kids as well, and just like being a voice for other people. And ShibRobi is a meme coin, but we're going to be that meme coin that's taken seriously.
Dude, that's fantastic. How's everyone doing?
Hey, how you doing, my man?
I'm getting yelled at for riding home so fast to try and make it to the space. But no, I'm doing great. ShibRobi, I love it. Love it. Everything that you're doing. Fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes. So I heard that, we had some insight, I guess, that's been recorded that I have to go back and listen to.
Oh no, it was no, it was nothing. It was nothing.
No, it's all good. So yeah, I guess Pocket Cows. Let's hear what you guys have for us.
Yeah,
bring it on, Toro.
Yeah, to keep it short, Pocket Cow, we stand on the principles of being transparent and incentivizing and empowering our community through passive income. So what we are doing so far, the two working products so far out of our roadmap is our play to win game. A lot of people call it play to earn. We like to call it play to win, where basically you see all these cows that you see right here are characters in our game. We're in beta right now, but all of our holders already have access to our game. They play quite frequently daily. They give us feedback. We do daily streams. and it's been a very powerful thing so far when it comes to like our project. Outside of that, of creating our own pixelated metaverse, we also have a deflationary model built within our smart contract called the pasture. And when you send your cow off the pasture, what happens is you're removing it from circulation permanently. You're sending it to a burn address, which means that it can never be retrieved back by you or anybody else. When you do that, when you send your cow out the pasture, a few things happen. The collection shrinks. All the other remaining cows in the collection, they get more rarer, and the demand of those cows go up. But what you get personally in return for sending your cow out the pasture is now anytime another cow in the collection, whether you own it or not, whenever another cow is sold on secondary sales, you get a percent of those transactions. And that happens indefinitely. So we start using our cows in a way that it kind of acts like a stock of our company, and you're getting a royalty dividends being outburst and distributed with a smart contract. So I pride myself on that. Me myself, just like Crypto Snack, I have been victimized on multiple scams, and it just drove me to the point that I wanted to home in with a legitimate team, which I happen to also be friends, and just actually build something from the ground up that we can control and make sure that it's safe and efficient.
There you go.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it sounded like you were rugging, and sometimes speakers for the host and co-host, cut out. I just wanted to make sure you were done. But no, that's awesome. I love that. I love that whole concept. So I'll share a little bit about Heroes. My name is Scott Smith. You had the pleasure of speaking with Megan a little bit ago, and we are two of the devs for Heroes Token. We have a very similar story to both of you as far as, the scams going on in space, which is what caused us to get started with our project. We have a charity-focused project, meaning that it is community-driven to donate a portion of the transactions to charity. And to date, we've donated quite a bit. I'll get into that in a little bit more in detail, but we also added some utility to our project and more to come, and I will get into that as well. But yeah, we thrive on, bringing our communities together to have space like this where we can introduce our communities to other great communities like both of yours. And, we strongly believe in diversification. I'm a longtime stock investor, and I feel like, holding all of your eggs in one basket is the wrong way to go. As strongly as I feel about my project, or our project, I still would not advise our holders to do that because it's really a community driven, price point, right? And that goes for all of the crypto projects. It's a matter of, the community deciding, which tokens that they find the most value in, and, that hopefully will help the price increase. And we pride ourselves on being able to provide that value, and as a byproduct through all the trading and all the aspects of our business, the charities around the world benefit. So we're super excited about that. But yeah, man, I'm ready to hear more. So why don't we jump back to ShibRobi, and let's do that deep dive. Let's hear all the gritty details.
Well, okay. So far, obviously we launched at the beginning of this interesting market. So right now we're holding steady. We have a bunch of loyal holders, which is fantastic. As a matter of fact, let me give a shout out to a couple of them in here: Trey, Doug, Jacob. We've had several giveaways. Jacob actually is an expert at making fishing rods. So, we had a customized ShibRobi fishing rod that was given away. We've had cups, we've had stickers. We're dropping NFTs very soon with a 3D NFTs with an accompanying figurine. They will be numbered 1 through 100, so it's a very limited supply. 10 of those will be held for giveaways and contests. But the rest, you're going to have to just get in where you fit in. So that's how it is. They're in production as of right now. So, And and honestly, I kind of have an appreciation for all the people that manufactured the video, the games and the figurines and things that I played with as a child, because it's a process. It is a process. Now, when you
Yeah.
realize how long it takes to make a GI Joe, you're like, damn.
No doubt. No, absolutely. And, I think that's a big portion of what a lot of people don't understand is when you're getting into those types of things that it does take time. So you have a game coming out, is that right?
Yes, a play to earn game, which will be 2D, Mega Man inspired, and also in a later phase, we're gonna be exploring with the Oculus. Been talking to some gaming studios. A few of them are elites, and others are in their mother's basement. So, you got to be real careful when you're putting, holders' money into things like this. So you got to vet them very carefully.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, no doubt.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
on the game aspect too, I'm actually waiting back for a really big email on a partnership for our play to earn game and potentially for our virtual reality, because this company has never partnered with a Web3 company per se. So like this would be big for them as well for the partnership in terms of integrating in real life and meme tokens. And then like that's a big thing for meme tokens, and almost everybody has a play to earn game, but it's like, okay, like who's gonna be your developer for this game? It's like, I told you we're going to be the first meme coin that's taken seriously. And it's like, no offense to anybody that has a play to earn game out right now, but like, I want this to last for 10, 20 years, because the blockchain crypto is not going anywhere. Like it might get a little bit more tough in terms of regulations, but the more serious and the more regulated your own tokens are, the longer you're going to be here.
And if you really sit back and look around, you're noticing a lot of the typical degens that you see are now kind of shifting their focus into and being more interested in serious projects with utility. So and it's fun, and it's interesting how that happened in just a span of a year. So
Yeah, we always say measure twice, cut once, and I get asked time and time again, when are you gonna do this? When are you gonna do that? And I always say, taking a back seat, I'm gonna see how it plays out for everybody else, because this is brand new. I gotta see how everybody else is gonna treat it, and 9 times out of 10, it ends up paying off because I told everybody to sit back for a second.
Dude, that's great. So the token is strictly just a meme token?
No, we're not just a meme token. We have our utilities like the play to earn game and the virtual reality. We're doing our donation to XBot Robotics, which is a program that helps underprivileged and underserved kids get into robotics. It is a K through 12 program that also implements the same studies and the same encouragement throughout their university and college careers as well. And then, I'm also working on trying to bring like in real life partnerships and eyes to ShibRobi, because we are more than just a meme token. Crypto as a whole, or Web3 as a whole, encompasses STEAM and STEM education. You have your science that goes into everything of just like putting all your puzzle pieces together for your project. The technology, you can name it. You're on your phone, you're on your computer right now. Education, learning about crypto, learning about Web3, the math, looking at charts, trying to figure out what prices are and everything else. Art comes into NFTs, project like development and everything else. Like it's just STEM as a whole is crypto and Web3, and people need to start realizing that and start taking it more seriously and start teaching our kids about it, because if we don't start teaching our kids about it more seriously, it's not going to last.
Yeah, I 100% agree.
either it's not going to last or they'll be left behind.
Exactly. And like we need that inspiration for these kids, and like specifically some of these younger girls, because in the STEM field and mostly in science, it is male dominated because they do not have these head women to look up to or these figures to look up to. You go into syllabus week and you're 2 out of 100 people in the class and 2 are female. It's just like, all right, this is very intimidating. Am I going to stick it out or whatever? And then back of your mind, you think about that other person that inspired you and you stick it out and you end up being like top of your class, just shoving it in the guy's face.
Nice.
And what you're getting now is very subtle, Brittany.
I like her.
Megan's all about that. She's like, cheering. I can see her. No, that's awesome. Absolutely. Well, that's fantastic. We will come back with questions here after we get the Pocket Cows to give us their deep dive.
Yeah, so I mean, basically, when it comes to us, we're a registered S corporation based out of Miami, Florida. We have our Duns and Bradley, our tax ID. We have our smart contract audited by Immune Bytes, and we're fully doxed. When it comes down to the deep dive of our technology, we did not use any third party UI system. We built our engine in house, which means that we built our game from scratch with algorithms that we created in house. The reason why we did that approach is, as a company, if push comes to shove and we need financing of some sort, we can license out our technology to other people, to other NFT projects or other game studios as a whole. It's pretty efficient. It's pretty on point. All the artwork that you see in our game is created by three of our pixelated artists in our art division. Even down to the soundtrack of the game, the entire album was produced in house by Keenan Omari. So I mean, when it comes to us, we stand on the point of just being transparent, organic, and just independent. And we use our resources and our skill sets to actually execute at a high tier, regardless of what the market is doing, regardless of our size of our team and who's backing us. We've actually really dug deep and actually put out something that we see setting the tone. It's projects like this that succeed that will set the tone of what consumers and potential investors look for when they're looking for a safe, transparent, and secure project. And I think that what's transpiring right now in the market is just a trendy thing that's going to fade out. But real legitimate projects with true intrinsic value and utilization will reign supreme in time. So, like Darren said, like we're seeing even the gens are starting to make more conscious plays and start more conscious decisions now that the market is going down. And it's not that easy to make money just gambling at anything in sight. So it's making people really question where they're putting their hard-earned dollars in. We stand on the frontier of accepting and onboarding as many users as possible. This bear market has been actually very fortunate for us, knowing that we had a game plan before even deploying the contract, knowing that we were going into a bear market. We knew in months in advance. So we knew that as the market depreciates temporarily, it was going to make onboarding users, especially brand new users that are new to the space, new to the technology as a whole, this lower entry fee will be a lot easier to onboard them. And it's been working in our favor. It's actually been giving a stronger pulse and making out our average on our daily on mints actually more attractive. So, in short stories, and to summarize, we're just a kooky bunch of individuals that were born in Miami, and we just wound it up being friends and actually putting all our resources into one thing. And this is what it blossomed, is a healthy and ongoing growing community.
And they do have an army, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, that's awesome. Absolutely. So you want to go into a little detail in the game, or
Yeah, me or snacks?
doesn't matter.
You, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so our game is kind of Pac-Man inspired, but we like to say it's Pac-Man on steroids, because what we do is we took it to a whole nother level. Yeah, like the objective is to move around a labyrinth algorithmic maze of some sort and compete against enemies that are constantly learning through machine learning to like kind of adapt to the situation, to kind of target you, to cancel you out. But also what we did was depict the world in our eyes in a 32 by 32 pixelated world. So you start off on a country in a ranch in a barn, and you end up going to major cities. You going to the woods. We even take you literally to the moon in our game. Like it doesn't stop. This is an ongoing 24/7 battle for the number one spot in our game, just so you can have the opportunity to earn another pocket cow that you can use for passive income or for secondary sales. So I mean, this is a very triumphant thing that we're producing, and yeah, if you guys want to see any of it, the footage we stream daily in our Discord, and we actually have some recordings on our main account. If you look down at that, the trippy hippie cow right there, the pocket cow, is our main account, and yeah, it's been really triumphant, and I think that what we're doing is also creating not only a community that's surrounded by crypto and on Discord, but we're actually building a community on our game by allowing people to, once we get out of beta, to actually join clans of some sort, cattle, or we gonna might call them cattle herds, like some herds of some sort, to like either play against other teams or individuals can just go on a solo route to try to just remain as a top player on their own. So it's a lot going on with us, and we have a lot to offer.
That's fantastic. And, you'd said something earlier with your, brief elevator pitch about the unique contract you have for your NFTs. You want to go into more detail on that?
Yeah, absolutely. So with our smart contract, we're actually the first ones to produce a deflationary model of some sort. So when you look at the pasture, it's looked closely as a safe or a house of some sort that can't be compromised. And what is the beautiful part about this deflationary model is that you no longer have to rely on humans to manually distribute the Ethereum to the individual holders. Everything is automated through our smart contract. And I love that part about it because it creates a trustless format where people no longer have to worry about the morals and the ethics of the dev team. Even if, God forbid, something were to happen to us, or if we someday walk away from this project, we wanted to ensure that the project itself and the model that we introduced to the space was self-sustaining. If it's not self-sustaining, it has an expiration date. And that's one thing that we cannot permit. So even when our game is set up to airdrop one pocket cow to a winner for 1,000 weeks. So we took 10% of our entire supply, put our own money back into our own project to reserve 1,000 cows in the company wallet, which is the main wallet that deployed the contract, so everybody can see. And everybody's competing on a weekly basis just to get one pocket cow. So we have a deflation and an inflation model implemented into our project. But when it comes to the contract itself, it's public for anybody to see. Our audit is public for anybody to see. And it's more about the way we utilize the smart contract to distribute royalties to all of our holders that took the bold step to send one of their cows to the unknown that never returned the pasture.
Dude, that's fantastic. I love that. Man, anything else we want to add?
Nah, it's an awesome project. I actually had him on my show.
Nice.
Yeah, shout out to Lord Galaban from Inugami. He actually linked us up. So between him and DB, I'm a busy man now, and I have a channel strictly branded by ShibRobi. So it's I have a live stream called the ShibRobi Kickback. I think you guys are supposed to come on there, right, Heroes?
Maybe.
But he said maybe.
Yeah, I'd be open to it, of course.
Yeah, I think DB was supposed to set that one up, but it's all good.
Well, yeah, we have to touch base, but yeah, I'll do a quick. I'll do a little bit of a deep dive here on Heroes, and then we'll open the floor up to questions. And I know I definitely have questions for both of you guys, or both of your projects, and we'll go from there. But yeah, my name's Scott Smith. I am one of the original founders of Heroes Token. We launched last November, and when we launched like yourselves as a meme token that benefited charity, and we found out very quickly that was not going to be a long-lived project. Meme tokens, they had their day in the sun, but people are looking for utility. So in February, we launched our V2. And with that, what we did was we launched on 2 separate networks. We're on Binance as well as Ethereum. We have a bridge to be able to trade through arbitrage if you choose to, or just buy on, when gas prices are better on one network versus the other. With that, we've also launched our Series 1 NFTs. And our next series is coming very shortly. And there's some news on that coming up too, which is pretty fantastic. But with our V2, we also integrated something kind of unique, which we call in-token staking. And essentially, it is staking built within our contract that allows you, once you enter a position, whether you migrated from V1 or you just made a purchase on Binance or Ethereum for Heroes, that clock automatically starts, and 90 days later, you receive a 12% return on your minimum holdings. And that is
Wow.
seamless. Yeah. And we've already had our first round of staking rewards dropped, and there's no gas fees. So all you got to do is just buy and hold, and you'll actually grow your bags. We did that for a number of reasons. I heard you guys talk about, devoted investors that are, just strong-willed and a good community. And we have a very similar community. Excuse me. I don't know if it's a cold or, if it's allergies or what, but I'm a little froggy. But we have a very similar community that, no matter how much we, encourage them to, make sure that they take profits and that they, do everything and trade and look out for themselves, they still diamond hand their holdings and do not, sell, which is fantastic for us. Now we do have quite a few people that did exit our project, but with the in token staking, that allows those that are strong and long lived with our project to be able to take rewards and to take some profits here and there, which is what we wanted to do. We did update our roadmap very recently, and we've been talking about things that are coming up, and one of those things, we do have a play to earn and play to give game that we are going to be releasing in the future. And part of that process involved us having our own marketplace. So if you're looking at our stage or our roadmap, you will see that we have a NFT marketplace that is currently 60% completed, and it will be an open forum very similar to like OpenSea or Mintable or whatnot, where you can go on and other projects can list their NFTs on that platform. So we have that coming up in the near future. We have our Series 2 NFTs that will be released here in the near future, and we are naming those our Genesis series. They're going to be what our first series should have been. And for all those holders that have bought the first series, the great thing about this is those holders will automatically get airdropped a Genesis NFT from Heroes. And that NFT is going to be kind of our face moving forward, our project on that art aspect of our project. To date, we have donated to 15, 16 different charitable organizations, about $48,000. I know it's not a whole lot, but it is something, and we want to continue that. What else am I missing here? We have a lot to talk.
Yeah, you guys got a lot going on.
Yeah, we do. And, there's a lot more coming. And like I said, we just did. Oh, I know it. So, I'm also a developer for Delta Flare. And we kind of took their idea of their Genesis series Delta Knots and are utilizing that with our Genesis series NFTs as well. So not only will a Series 1 NFT get you essentially a whitelist for a direct drop for that Genesis series NFTs that are coming out, but if you hold one of those, you will receive every series that follows as an airdrop. So that we thought was a fantastic idea that those guys came up with over there, and we wanted to utilize that within our project as well. So that's pretty exciting. And then, our play to earn and play to give game kind of goes with our whole theme of benefiting different charitable organizations around the world, where you will be able to determine how much of your earnings you want to give to the charity wallet to donate to various charities, community-driven charities. So, yeah, that's kind of a pretty good rundown on what we got going. And I know I'm missing stuff, but I I was a little rushed getting here. So I didn't.
Yeah, it's all good, man. Shoot, we didn't start on time. We started right on time. You know.
Right on. Yeah, so the great thing about our project is we've started this space live in person. We've been introduced to a lot of different great projects that we were able to expose our communities to and help them, do the research to determine if that's a project that they like to invest in. Like both of your projects, ShibRobi and Pocket Cows. I mean, they both sound like they're stellar projects, and it's giving our community the ability to look more in depth and outside of heroes. So we're excited for to have these spaces and have great projects like yourselves join us. So
We definitely
there you
appreciate
have.
we definitely appreciate the invite, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's all about diversity and, community unity, as a lot of people say around here. And, you can't put all your eggs in one basket because you're going to wake up every day and wonder why nothing's moving. It's just like, well, good things take time. Rome was not built in a day. Grandma's crock pot does not take it needs more than 24 hours. Okay, that's what I'm getting at. It takes time.
Yeah, 100%. And we started our the whole NFT marketplace started back in December, and getting all the things worked out for that, and we only just kind of let that out this week. We've been keeping that under wraps, so, and it's been hard. I'll tell you what, it's been really hard when you have the knowledge of what the team is working on and what we're doing to grow the project and make it sustainable long term, and you can't share it. So that's something that we're super excited to get out there and share. And but I get it. So I did see somebody did request to come up. I don't think they did though. But I will start with a question. So going to ShibRobi, what made you go with the Mega Man type of game? And the only reason I say that, man, is you're talking my era. I'm like original Nintendo Entertainment System was my gig growing up, right?
No, bro,
So
I still have mine.
yeah,
I sure do, man.
right
And
on.
Well, I mean,
it still works. And it
it
still
goes
works.
back to the meme coin aspect, like everybody wants to have fun, and like the space, like the way that it is right now, it's mostly adults, and you try to make it as fun as possible, and you're trying to develop a game and come up with a plan of everything, and you try and draw inspiration from certain things, and then like the light bulb goes off, and it's like more than 95% of the people in crypto right now have heard of Mega Man. And this is going to be something that brings back like the childhood feelings, the nostalgia of feeling good. And it's going to make you want to play even more. It's just like you got to tie every aspect of your life back into crypto, or else it's not going to click for one person as it will the next.
Think about it. We're all adults here. Some of us older than others. I mean, it's nothing like crypto is our playground. It's our jungle gym.
Yeah.
So and I mean, some of you guys are pretty old. Some of you guys got the cartilage missing in your knees and all that. It's okay. You can still
And
play
like
games. You can
what's
still
really
play.
fun too about Web3, it's like Web3 is to us as to what the early 90s and early age of internet and like Microsoft's first version ever coming out is like that's the same thing that it is to us. Like we have that same excitement, we have the same opportunities on our plate, and like we have the opportunity to be a part of something new and build for the future as well. If we miss out on that, and if you got to be a part of that and you're here now, like I'm sure you have a lot of nostalgia from the 90s or from the 80s, from early finance.
Yeah, look at my buddy Trey down there. He's a holder. He's old. He's old. That
Oh, come on.
man.
Wow.
He
He's
has
got 50,
wisdom,
Brutal.
okay? It's called wisdom.
he's got 15. He's got 15 kids and 5 chickens. Trey is old.
Five
Oh, speaking of
chickens.
chickens, I got one today. I got a new one today,
No,
Trey.
stop it. Stop. Oh god. There we go.
Nice. Well, I just my thought there is you're taking a classic game that just was a great game back in the day, and you're developing it for Web3, which is kind of genius in a sense, because you're making it your own, but it's based on that type of gameplay, and it's going to bring in, well, I mean, hell, I have a 17-year-old kid that, growing up, him and we would still play the original Marios, right? And it was just a good bonding experience. And, I mean, I see that as a very similar thing for the Mega Man aspect of your game. It can be not only.
That's how it was for me and my dad growing up, and I'm sure you and your son played Metroid a lot too. And that's another inspiration that I pulled from ShibRobi, and not a lot of people probably know that. And I've never really said that, and I'm like, that was a big game for me growing up too. That was also kind of along the lines of Mega Man.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think that's awesome. And the Pac-Man feel from the Pocket Cows, that's pretty sick also. We haven't forgotten about you.
El Toro Loco.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, we just wanted to go with something that was, the principles are built and inspired off of Pac-Man, but it looks nothing like that. But we knew that this was a good entry level for us to just showcase what we can do. We can do things more intricate, but we wanted to build this like an organic software company, an organic game developing company. So I'm a big fan of pixel games. I grew up in the 90s. I played games that were out before I was born. I'm a huge fan of it. So I wanted to start off with this retro vibe and cater to this space as it is. It's very retro inspired, and retro is very in, and just take our community and people that are watching through the whole chapters of us scaling and getting to higher tiers and putting out higher quality products over time.
Dude, that's awesome. So I guess I'll direct this one to El Toro. So how does your in-game earning work?
Yeah, so a lot of people introduce tokens with theirs. We didn't want to go that route because we're a small team, and when you're introducing a currency that can be possibly converted for national currencies, is greatly advised to get SEC approval and be under their jurisdiction of regulations. So what we did instead was we have a 10,000 collection. So what we did was we took 1,000 of those cows and put them in a reserve. And we allow everybody 24/7 to keep competing to get their name on our leaderboard. And if you get your name on the top position of our leaderboard at the end of our weekly cutoff periods, a pocket cow will be sent to your wallet. And then you can use that pocket cow to either increase your passive income flow in the pasture, or you can just sell it on secondary sales, or you can just collect it and keep it and use it for all the other benefits that we introduce outside of our games. So there's no wrong choices in our project. Is more about just overall learning the dynamics of blockchain technology and what it can do, from DeFi models to GameFi models to just just the actual portion of just being a non-fungible token, and seeing that stimulates into like a cultural pinpoint for everybody.
That's awesome. And I know exactly what you're talking about with the play and earn aspect of it in the SEC. But I do want to ask the same question to Snack, but before I do, Bull Mastiff has to come up. Do you have a question or a comment?
Bullmaster.
Hey guys,
How you doing?
good.
What's going on?
Darren, you know who this is,
Is this
Darren?
Dominic?
Yeah, it's Dominic.
Why weren't you listening to me? It's Dominic.
Megan's like, that's Dominic. I'm like, well, I only know you by your Days Dogs logo.
Hold on. Dominic said the space just ended. Space is over.
I was trying to confuse some people, but I can't fool you guys, man. You know who this is.
Nice. How you doing, bro?
Good. How you guys
Good,
doing?
man. How you doing?
What's up, Darren? I said they're not going to bring me up because they don't know who this is. Then I only got like 9 followers. We just started the new Twitter page
Nice.
for the BSC launch on Monday.
Hey, congratulations, man.
Yeah, you were working hard. We got that exchange going tomorrow for the Days Dogs token, and we're working hard, man. We're doing everything we can out in this market.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you got to hit me up because I got to have you on next week.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Yeah. Yeah,
But with
definitely.
this guy over here talking about, well, we just donated $48,000. That's not a lot. We just donated 27,000. We're thinking, man, that's a lot. This guy, that's not a lot. Whatever. You're doing awesome over there, man. Stop it.
Yeah, I see more potential, and for me, I feel like it could be a lot more. But it is what it is, and we will keep going and keep donating, and keep growing. I mean, that's what it's all about, right? Uh, and I heard a lot of other things about transparency coming from both of these projects up here, and if you've not been in the Heroes space in our Telegram and Discord, you would know that we are the same way. We're as transparent as we possibly can be, and I appreciate that about all projects that are the same way. So that's fantastic.
Well, you know me, I
So
love projects that are actually donating something. I mean, you're donating large amounts, but I love any project that's sticking to their words and that's donating to their causes and not just using it as something heartfelt to get people to buy in, that they're actually keeping their word and doing what they say they're doing. So I love that about all projects doing that.
yeah, absolutely, 100%. So now that we know who you are and whatnot, I'm going to ask Snack the same question. How does your in-game earnings work?
So this is still not like in complete development yet in terms of like the back end being done, but the way that I want it to go and how you're gonna earn it, it's not gonna be an easy just like side scroll, like you're gonna be able to just spend time and earn the money. It's gonna be, you're actually gonna be having to play hard. You're gonna be having to run for a long time, shoot your enemies, and actually put in the effort to earn these tokens. So it's like based on how many levels you complete or how many enemies you shoot down. I also really want to integrate maybe like you use those tokens to buy upgrades in the game. Like I really want to do a Reverend Roby character. I talked about this months ago with Darren. Like it'd be hilarious to have like a Reverend running through the game shooting at its enemies. It's just, like simple things like that I still want to implement into the game. But it's just like, your regular things like skill is going to earn you your tokens, basically.
Oh, I've already got the character. I already got the wig and everything. Whenever you're ready.
We got to animate him, bro.
Yeah, we can animate him. That's not a problem. So yeah, I mean personally. We forgot to tell you guys. We will be also in the near future staking with Brew Labs. So just hold tight for that.
Absolutely.
Nice. So yeah, that's fantastic. We are planning on, and the reason for our marketplace is that had a lot to do with our game and our business model. I know with SEC regulations and whatnot, as well as gaming commissions, play and earn is very, very gray. And so for the Heroes Project, what we are planning on doing is having it that you purchase an NFT, the gameplay itself is free. So it doesn't cost you a thing to play. And as you play, whether you win or lose, you will gradually increase a points value, which will increase the stats of that NFT. And then once you built that NFT up, you'll be able to return to the marketplace, resell it at a higher value, and that's where the play and earn comes in. So that was how we figured that we could get around the SEC and be compliant there, as well as not be considered gambling. So
Makes sense. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's awesome. So is anyone in the room here want to come up and ask a question to any of the projects?
I got a question. Let's see. How do I buy? Okay, I need. How do I buy a hoodie? Okay, I see. You guys, all the colors are available, correct?
All the colors?
Yeah, everything's available. There's nothing out of stock, right?
As far as what?
As far as the hoodies, I need to buy one.
Oh, yeah. No, everything should be available. And, that's the other thing is we are a registered business in the United States. So, whether you're buying an NFT or you're buying, from our merch store, 20% of those proceeds go to the charity wallet.
That's
So,
awesome.
yeah, it is pretty cool. But yeah, the hoodies are available. It should tell you if it's not, and if it's not available, we'll reach out to you. But I think just about everything there is available.
Cool.
So anybody in the room here want to come up and ask a question to any of the projects, comment, say great job, moo.
They're probably just gonna come up here and start mooing. I'm not gonna lie.
hey, Toro said, what did you say you guys did the other night?
No, we did that this morning, actually. We started the day off right. We held the space for a few hours, and literally, if you walked in our space, all we were doing was just cow noises for hours. We just played cow noises for hours out. It sounded like a conversation was happening.
Well, I have another question for you guys. Are either of your projects going to be at NFT New York City in a week and a half?
You want to know something absolutely tragic about that?
Sure.
I kind of waited till the last minute to start planning everything. So I was looking at it, I think earlier this week, and it honestly came out to almost like $7,000 just for me to go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that it is crazy and it is expensive. And, I live in Pennsylvania. So we're actually taking the train into New York for the con. But yeah, I was trying to get out to the San Diego NFT con, and it was the same situation for me. It was like almost going to be $8,000 to be able to get out there for a couple of days, stay, and then get back.
Wow.
And it was. Well, I think a lot of it was I didn't plan far enough ahead.
Yeah. That's usually how it goes,
Yeah,
But,
and this event in New York, it starts on that Monday, it ends Friday. So, like, flying into New York on the weekend is a big no-no. So it's like, do I really want to spend over a week here? This isn't Australia. Like, come on.
Right.
I love New York. I got family in New York, but it's even then I still have to deal with them for a week.
Nice. Yeah, I just was curious because it's something that I'm looking forward to, and seeing what all these projects are going to be doing. And
I think Yeti Jackie was the one that brought it to our attention. I know she's out in Queens, so was it Jackie Snack that told us about it?
About what?
About NFT NYC.
No, I've known about this for months. ...
Oh, okay.
Jackie was probably telling you about the Zone in Jersey City that we're speaking at that week. Well, I'm supposed to be, but I don't know if I'm going. She was telling you about the Zone one.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Where's that going to be?
So that's in Jersey City. So it's our buddy Jose. That's where I spoke last month at one of their conferences. So it's like a little side thing. It's for like Latin and it's just cultural. It's more cultural, and they're gonna have a DJ, massages. They're gonna have open bar. Tickets are $88. I have a 20% off code for you guys if you need it. It's just it's D-Dogs, so you get 20% off the tickets. But like I said, they're gonna have music, food trucks. They're going to have massages, open bar, and then they're going to do after party afterwards, and it runs from 2 to 8 on the 18th and 19th.
Nice. So it's going to be over the weekend then.
Yeah, same weekend as NFT NYC, and you could take the right over into Hoboken. You could just take the light rail right over into Hoboken, and Jersey City's right there. Where it's right next to the Cake Boss is where the building is. I can give you guys the address, all that stuff.
Yeah, definitely hit me up because we're actually getting into New York on the 19th. So maybe we'll pop over that night.
Yeah, it's a fun time. They do a good little thing. They got good tech. It's Web3, and Jackie's going to be speaking there. Like I said, I'm supposed to speak. My dog sitter backed out on me the last minute, so now we're trying to make other plans. So hopefully we can go, because I was really looking forward to going, and my wife was, so because her parents live in Delaware, and she really wanted to see her parents, and so I wanted to see my son in Jersey, so we really want to go. So we're hoping we can find another dog sitter we got monsters. So when people come to say like, yeah, I'll sit your dogs, and then walk in and they see how big my dogs are, like, yeah, maybe not. But they're all
Nice.
good, well-behaved dogs. So
Like, ooh, a puppy.
yeah, my dogs are they're so big, but they're so well-behaved. You know what I mean? So it's like they're good with anybody. And the one that's not good with people, we were going to take with us. But she saw the size of our dog, and she's like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I know how that is, trying to find a dog sitter to get away. But yeah, it sucks. But hopefully you get in there, and I'll talk to Megan and see if we want to scoot over to Jersey City and check it out.
Yeah, it's only a 2-hour ride over the bridge.
Yeah, with traffic, yeah, it's just a 2-hour ride.
That's it.
That's why I said you
Yeah.
got to take the rail. You can't drive over there because it's going to be 2 hours. Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's what we're doing. We're taking the train into New York, because we were going to drive, and it's like, well, you know what? The train goes right into Penn Station, and that's not too far from where we need to be. So that might be the best way to go.
That probably will be. And then, like I said, you get Uber or cab it anywhere. You know what I mean? Or you can take the subway or light rail. I mean, you can get anywhere you want to get in the city. You don't need transportation.
Right on. All right, come on. We need some questions. Does anybody have a question for any of these projects?
I mean, you know what it is? We've already collabed a couple of times. So
Yeah.
so they pretty much everybody's
They
pretty
know.
familiar.
We're literally
Everybody's-
staring at our own community. So everybody
Yeah.
here is like either invested in our projects and know well out. So,
Well, you guys explain yourselves very well, and it's good because you're very informative. So it doesn't really leave a lot of questions when you guys speak. So props to both projects that spoke.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys both did fantastic. And I'm definitely going to be checking out some of your NFTs.
Hey, you want to hear about Days Dogs? I can talk about them.
No, we don't want to hear about Days Dogs right now. I'm the bull mastiff. Stop talking about Days Dogs.
Okay.
We're trying to get our private sale finished over here so we can launch Monday, man.
Oh, do I need to do another video, Dominic?
Yeah, you need to do another video.
All right.
Yeah, we got our private sale going till Saturday or Sunday. And then we're launching Monday. We're not vesting this private sale like we did on the ETH side. We're not going to vest this private sale. So all tokens will be airdropped before we launch on Monday.
Okay. Oh yeah, and before I forget, let me go ahead and plug it in. Everybody go on YouTube and subscribe to Destination DeFi. That's DESTINATION That is the home of the ShibRobi kickback. So yes, like, subscribe, and leave a comment. It helps the algorithm. It helps get eyes on all these projects. Thank you very much. Jesus loves you.
And he makes some fire reviews. The review he did for Days Dogs was insane. That was the best review anyone's done. It was insane.
Absolutely awesome.
Thank you, Dominic. I appreciate that.
Well, that thing was insane. I mean, everybody told you it was captivating. You couldn't stop watching it.
Well, now we got to have you guys off for a live show. That's even more fun.
Oh, absolutely.
And you too, heroes. You guys too.
Yes, absolutely. I got to talk to DB and find out, when we're supposed to be be meeting with you.
Yeah, man. I got a couple slots open next week, and I got one, and I got several open the week after that. So whenever you guys are ready, I'm here. And we gotta do Pocket Cows Volume 2. Boom.
hey, we made a movie that day, man.
We sure did.
Yo, everybody loved our energy bounce off each other, man. We have good chemistry on camera.
Well, you guys,
sure.
that episode is like up to like almost 700 views.
Dude, nice. That's awesome.
Yep. So, Well,
Token.
What up? How y'all doing tonight?
Token Lizard,
Awesome.
what's going on?
Man, another day, another day. I just want to say I enjoyed the
What's up,
space.
Token?
How's it going, brother? Ain't seen y'all in a while, man.
Yeah, I saw you in the in the other chat
Oh yeah,
earlier.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm always
They're
running
mess-
around
I
somewhere,
saw
brother.
them. I saw them messing with you.
Oh yeah, that's a fun space. Yeah. Was I hearing something about the Series 2 NFTs coming out on the Heroes?
Yes, you were.
I mean, I thought I
So
heard that being said because I am a holder.
yeah. Yeah, so we actually updated our roadmap, and this has been something we've been working on for a while now, and we've been talking about it, but we haven't really, given any light to what we were doing. But we are actually coming out with our Genesis series NFTs, which Genesis means original, and we already have a series out. And the team feels like what we have moving forward is more the idea of how we want to proceed. So what we're going to do with this Genesis series is if you currently hold a Series 1 NFT, you are automatically whitelisted and getting airdropped a Genesis series.
Hell
So
yeah. Nice.
awesome, right?
Heck
And
yes.
we're not going to remove the Series 1. I mean, that's part of our V1 token, and it's I guess you could call it I don't know, sentimental value to it. But, I think with what we have coming out is going to be more ideal for, NFTs in general and the direction we want to move forward with. So we're going to keep them, and there's still some available. If you want to guarantee that you get a Genesis series when we drop them, that's one way to guarantee it. So you buy that and you automatically get a Genesis.
Nice. Well, I've got 4 of them, and I ain't letting nobody have them, so sorry I'm stingy.
There you go. Now, and the original ones were cool. They're 3D rendered. The ones that we have coming out are going to be 2D, but I think they're going to be pretty awesome. And we are talking about rendering some in 3D as well in the future. But for right now, we're moving forward with Chad, who's our NFT dev on Heroes. And he created a entire Series 2 for us. And we've taken that and have made it even more appealing with what we've got coming with our NFT series. So it's going to be exciting. And
I'm excited. Is there a tentative date, or we just gotta wait?
You gotta wait. But it's on the roadmap, and I know that we are actively working on it because he did have Series 2 completed, and then it's like that is the wrong direction. Right idea. So we're moving in the right direction. And it's going to be very much like what you see out of some of the better NFT projects, where they're going to be able to be ranked for rarity, and they're going to have different features and attributes that are going to make them unique. It won't be 65 of one NFT like we had on Series 1, which it was how we started, but we're a charity project, and didn't really know that much about the NFTs at the time, and what made a good NFT and what didn't, and I still don't know, but I think we're heading in the right direction with what we've got coming.
Hey, stepping stones, brother. You got to take one step at a time, and I think they're awesome. So I just dig them. So I think it's awesome. Look at Omar down there.
Is Omar in here? Hey, Omar, how you doing, buddy?
Omar's in the building. What's going on, Omar?
Omar's in the building. Omar don't know who this is, though. He can't figure it out. Come on, Omar. Come up and see who this is. You don't know who I am.
Hey, Darren, if you don't mind, throw a tweet out there too of that YouTube space you want us to go check out. That way I can just click the link because
I got you, my guy.
You're the man, brother. Thank you, sir.
That should be good. I have no problem doing so.
Hey, Trey, how you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. I don't have a. I don't have a.
You let him talk. You let
Derek,
Trey talk.
I don't have a question. I have a comment. Derek, I am younger than your ass. I don't want to hear it.
Only today though. Only today.
Shit.
Only today.
Don't.
I'm feeling. I exfoliated. I exfoliated. I'm feeling very youthful.
Oh, you good? You needed it.
Dang, man. Jeez. Ouch. Ouch.
There are no stickers on here that I could put up that showed how I felt at that moment.
Hey, good talking to you, my man. How you been?
Oh, living the dream. Living the
Yeah.
dream.
Hey, as long as it doesn't become a nightmare, you're doing just
Hey,
fine.
that's right. You got it. You got it. But it's only 4 chickens. So
It's only 4?
it's only
Oh,
4.
okay. Okay, got you.
Yeah, it's only 4.
Got you. Okay.
All right.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I retract my statement.
Thank
It's
you.
only 4 chickens. Okay.
Thank you, because I
All
was
right.
coming after you for libel.
And Trey is not old. He just has a beard that's older than him. Okay.
Look, it was copper at one point, and the color leaves really quick.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
anyway.
hey, do they have just for men? They got all
Man,
kind of
shut the
stuff,
hell
man.
up.
You can black it out.
Oh shit! But no, hearing the pocket cows again was good stuff. And heroes, I mean, I've seen heroes around and everything, but really never delved into it much. But it's good stuff. It's good hearing about y'all's project. And
I got my first exposure to heroes on, was it Bert's show, Mr. Bert? I think that was that was when I first saw. Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
while ago. Yeah. So.
Well.
Yeah, we were on Bert twice.
Okay.
Well, anyhow, I appreciate you letting me up, but it's good stuff, and it's good hearing about heroes, man. And y'all keep up doing the charities and everything. It's good to hear that people are putting positive energy out there in the crypto space.
Yes. This is the Mr. Bert show. I just want to welcome heroes to the space. I want to let you know that this is, you do your own research on these projects, okay? I'm not your daddy. I'm not gonna sell for you.
Do I need to do my impression of a certain token?
There you go. Hit it, Snack.
Hey,
I'm here to tell you guys about Growth Token. You really need to invest. Thank you. Have a good day.
There you go. Hey, see now you guys understand the kind of shenanigans we get into in our Twitter spaces late at night.
It's all good. I was just actually handed a little bit of inside information if anybody wants it.
Yes.
It's tweeted about, but it is, if anybody has.
So I guess it was tweeted about. But evidently, Read Token will be launching tomorrow between 6 and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay.
Yeah. So there you go.
They had their first.
If you haven't joined the
first
Discord,
appearance with us.
if you haven't joined the Discord, join the Discord.
Yep. And
Yes.
they were on last week, I think.
No,
2 weeks ago. Yeah, they were with us 2 weeks ago and talking about their project. And I know Mike over there really, knows his stuff with and what their goals are. So it sounds like it could be something.
And I signed their logo.
Oh, you did? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I did their logo.
There you go.
I think.
Hey, Omar, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, not much. Speaking of retoken, I actually helped those guys with some compliance stuff, so I think they're gonna be legit, man. Like they even filed for the SEC filing for this tokenization of property, so they legit, man. But yeah, is this my guy Dominique?
Yes, it is.
Come on now. See, I know that voice.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I got to stop smoking cigarettes. That's the damn problem.
Yes, that is Dominic, and this is Mr. Bert.
Yes, Mr. Bert.
Bert has me. I was dying because I talk to Bert like every day, and that's him to a T, bro. Oh man, hilarious, yo! But yeah, man, I just want to come in and show support to everybody. So tell me about Pocket Cows. What am I missing? What is Pocket Cows? Who is that?
Yeah, we're an NFT 10,101 collection.
Oh, so, hold up! Bro, we gotta talk, man.
Yes, sir.
Talk. Enough said.
I appreciate you DMing me the other day. It kind of let me know that somebody was listening in that space, man. So I appreciate you for DMing me.
You was talking that talk. I know you know your stuff. So we gonna build. Prior to I'm old, man. I gotta get to bed at 11 because I gotta take my kids to school in the morning. But we gonna talk, man. Because I love what you was talking. I can tell just by your vernacular that you know your stuff. Hey, we're gonna get it, man. Because I'm all about.
Man, trust me, he got it in on my show. You need to go check it out.
DM me the link. I want to check it out. I always got to support because we trying to bring clarity and honesty to this space, man. We all got to stick together. So, it's coming. You know what I mean? It's coming. Appreciate you, King. Hey, likewise. All right, guys. I'm a bounce, but anybody need anything? Got questions about anything? Need help with anything? You could definitely DM me. I'll help you guys. So much love, everybody.
Yeah, I
We
need help.
appreciate we
I need
appreciate you
help.
helping us do our own research. We appreciate that.
I'm about to call Bert right now and get. I'm like, yo, you was just in his space, bro.
No, I used to do live streams with Bert and Jazz. It was a while
Yeah,
ago.
me too. That's my guy, man. But y'all be easy, man. I appreciate what you guys are doing. Let's continue to push and grind, man. Our time coming.
Thanks, Omar.
For sure.
Yeah, appreciate it, buddy.
You guys are having too much fun tonight.
Oh, absolutely, man. It's always a riot.
I love it, man. Yeah, I mean, you guys have some great projects. I've been listening in, and I think you guys got a bright future in all these projects. You guys are working hard and passionate about what you're doing, and we are like the pioneer of crypto, believe it or not.
Oh yeah. It's only gonna get bigger from here. At the end, we're at the beginning. It's like we're at the beginning stages of this, and that's the crazy part because we look at this like it's like it's been around, but it's really fairly young.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, man. I'm supposed to have a tour on my YouTube channel. I think I'm gonna be able to get him on next week, and he's gonna tell the audience about his project and chill his project as much as he wants.
I highly recommend it. You're gonna have a good time.
Yeah, I mean, I've been listening to him. I can tell he's passionate, working hard, and he got a great projects going on.
Appreciate you taking the time to research our project, sitting on a few spaces, and I look forward to meeting up with you next week and
Yeah, man. Yeah, available from Sunday to I think Wednesday, so we'll be able to get it done.
Appreciate you, King.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you know what, Toro? I'm over here scrolling through my tweets trying to find an episode with you guys. Man, I just realized I tweet a lot.
You be grinding, man. I see you. You on your grind, dude. So I'm not even mad at you, homie. I salute that.
I tweet way too much, man. So I reply to everything. Like sometimes I just need to shut up. It's like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I got called out for retweeting and liking things from the main Heroes account, so I don't do it anymore. I do it for my personal.
And what kind of things were you liking and retweeting, my friend?
Well, it was just project things and community members and
OnlyFans.
Yeah, so I was like, it doesn't look good for our project to be liking and retweeting these things. It's probably best to do that from your personal. I'm like, okay, I'm heard. I'll take care of it.
That's just because you forget and you don't look to see before you start doing stuff.
Yeah, I still do that. I'll go on and I'll see like the Skynauts that just came out. Right, those are pretty badass. And I'll just automatically click on a link and like it and not realize that I'm on the Heroes account when I do it.
Oh wow. Oh guys, yeah. So if you look at the top on the Jumbotron, you have the Pocket Cows kickback that I did with them and the way to subscribe to the channel. Boom! All in one swing.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, and any projects I want to post up top, please do. Probably should have done that earlier, but all good. Man, so what's coming up next for any of you guys? I mean, anything big happening or
yeah, man.
I know you guys. Go ahead.
Definitely. So I've decided to go ahead and I've taken this marketing thing very, very seriously. So in order to, help the algorithms and make sure all these projects that I have on the show get seen, definitely knocking these out, probably knocking out 2 live streams a week. So that gives exposure to our project as well as others, so it's all about community building. And I'm designing some merch. So it's gonna get real scary.
Awesome. Yeah, looking forward to that. Sweet. Yeah,
Yep.
it's these algorithms, for Twitter are kind of crazy because, it's almost like we're stuck in this loop of the same people, and trying to break out of it is difficult.
Yeah, YouTube is a lot easier because I mean you could punch in a bunch of hashtags, a bunch of keywords, and go go to the moon. The thing about Twitter is it keeps you confined to your little playground. So
Yeah.
so I end up following the same end up getting tweets from the same people over and over again, going and seeing the same people in the same Twitter spaces. But now one thing I'm learning to do is instead of just NFTs and crypto, you just have to go into investment Twitter spaces, because a lot of times they're talking about crypto as well.
Gotcha. I have to do that. Nice.
So, but that's it for me. That's about it for me.
Yeah.
So, any last words, Stack?
Yeah, I mean, we pretty much covered it all. The NFTs with the figurines. That's pretty much our first and foremost activity or task that we're working on right now. The market is pretty volatile, and we can't really be pushing out something every week because, for one, it needs to make sense, and two, long term. That's what everybody needs to think about. It's just everybody's working, no matter how silent we are. Just take that as we're too busy to check our social medias to even break our I don't know, our mindset, from the task that we're working on to even think about social media is what I'm trying to say, basically.
Now, what you said there is a big point that I think a lot of the communities don't understand is, we are in a rough market. I had someone in another space call it a builder's market, which is better than a bear market, I guess. But, with that, trading volume is down, and with most projects, the trading volume is what supplies the project to succeed, right? So, I know with a lot of projects that are trying to look for longevity, they are pacing their funds. And, that means slowing everything down a little bit, just so that they can continue to go on, which means that they're not working. They're just, working at a different pace and being more diligent and more frugal with their funds.
They're getting all the ducks in a row behind the scenes, so it's not an absolute mess when the show starts, basically.
That's right. Exactly. That's better said than I did.
This is the
I've had to
market
say
where
it
you make
so
the
many
most money.
times, though. It's just okay, yeah, we're working, guys. I promise. I promise. We're still in war, too, by the way.
Yep. So, Toro, any closing comments?
It's a great time to be alive. Innovation is key. Originality is key. Utility will outweigh hype, and it's just a matter of time. Very fortunate to be alongside a great panel tonight. Dope individuals. I love how we kept it lighthearted, but at any given second, we could just get down to the nitty gritty and just lift up the hood and talk more on a technological aspect or a business aspect, and how we approach each other's projects and what do we do within our own communities to see the longevity of our company. So great talk. Appreciate all of you guys for coming out today, and I look forward. We have a lot of stuff on our roadmap. We offer a lot of utility. I just really wanted just to talk only tonight about just the 2 working products, because I'm really proud of those, and I just think that they need to keep getting emphasized on. But it's gonna be a hot summer. You know what it move.
Nice.
Yeah. Especially since we live in South Florida. And if only it would stop raining, then life would be a lot better.
We've already had 100-degree weather. It's. I hate Florida anymore.
Oh man, I'm over it.
You got 2 modes. You got 2 modes in Florida. You got hot mode and mosquito mode. That's it.
Yeah, or hot and hell.
Pretty much.
That's why I like living in Colorado, because you wake up and it's 59, 60 degrees, and then honestly by lunchtime it's 80. So you get all your stuff done by the time it's boiling outside.
I tried to get my wife to go to Colorado. She's got a cold sensitivity. She wanted Florida. I could have been in Colorado eating shrooms, smoking weed, jumping off the backs of mountains on my snowboard, playing in the snow. I could have had so much fun, but nope, I'm here sober in Florida.
So, I mean, it probably took me a good 2 years to get used to the cold out here, and now I can go outside in a t-shirt and probably some holy 30 degrees outside. Like, oh, this feels nice. It's warm out today.
See, when it's 30 degrees in Florida, so we live in like more north of Florida in Ocala area. And when it's 30 degrees, I sit outside with a decaffeinated coffee, shirtless and boxers, and just soaking it up. People think I'm crazy. I'm like, you don't understand. You could drop me off in Alaska the same way, and I'm going to be just fine year round. The hotter it gets, the colder it gets, the warmer I get.
The crazy thing about it is like they call, like, I'm down here and you know what I'm talking about, Toro. They call like what 65 a cold front.
That's a cold front for Miami natives. That's
This is crazy.
80 degrees. They got winter jackets on. My mom's the same way. She lives in Orlando. 90 degrees. But I'm freezing. Are you freezing? Mom, melting. What do you mean freezing?
I've seen kids walking to school in North Faces. It's like, what? It's like,
listen, but my wife just said with these storms, she's ready to go to Colorado. Let's go.
You can tell the locals apart from the tourists whenever the weather starts changing, like in the spring or in the fall. All the tourists are completely opposite dressed as the locals because they either think it's way too hot or way too cold. It'll be 70 degrees here and they'll be in like their parkas and stuff like, oh, it's so cold. There's still snow on the mountains. Like, how do you live here?
Crazy.
That's nuts. Nice. Snack, any closing comments?
Yeah, thank you for hosting this and letting me have a chance to talk about ShibRobi and keeping it a chill space and, not very grilling because as most people know, I don't like being thrown to the wolves, even though I can handle it very well. It's just I like being calm. I like to have fun. That's when a lot of people get to see my true personality. So again, thank you for being able or hosting this for us. And thank you to the community that did stop by. Thank you to Pocket Cows for taking your time out of your day to share about your project. It's very interesting. And I definitely want to come see your team lab that you have because it sounds awesome, the team that you build, like being able to do all of this from scratch. And it's really awesome to be able to talk about our projects like this. So thank you again for hosting the space for us.
Oh, absolutely. And, and that's what it's all about. It's, keeping a good positive space. And it doesn't mean that we don't ask tough questions, but it also, we make sure that we have projects that can answer those tough questions like both of you guys. You guys are fantastic. So we do appreciate you joining and, hopefully, down the road we can do it again and, pop into your spaces and, contribute if we can. But yeah, we really do appreciate everybody for attending. And I can keep this going, but usually we like to keep them to like an hour and a half, unless it's Dominic that was in our space, in which case we go to like 2 a.m. in the morning.
Dominic, man, I had to bail on Dominic one night.
No, you ain't even right. You're not even right.
I had to go. I was like, all right, man.
You are.
So no, but we do appreciate everyone for joining, and I appreciate your projects for coming in and sharing with the communities what you guys are doing and what you're working on. I think they're both great, and I'm going to be looking into them as well.
Yeah,
awesome.
And we do these every Thursday, so your communities are welcome to come back and learn about other projects too if they like. So we invite everybody to join us on Thursday to learn about other projects that they can trust. So we thank you guys for coming.
How you and your wife had that dynamic and just like a team effort. You was running late, she started covering the space. She's like sending you information on the side. I love that dynamic between you two.
You don't want to know. You don't want to know how anxious. And that DB was on the phone with me, walking me through starting the space while I was freaking out watching him drive like a maniac. Because yes, I am that stalkish wife that tracks him when he's on his motorcycle. So yeah, I won't even deny it.
My wife just sits home and prays. She doesn't call to bother me. She just sits home and prays when I get on mine because I'm a fool.
I think.
Give me her number, and I'll send her the app that I use to track him, and I can see how fast he's driving on the damn thing.
Oh, she knows because I do it with her on the back, so she knows.
I was like,
Nice. No,
Yeah, I
but
ride wheelies with her on the back. I don't care. Endos, just hold on, babe. It's a roller coaster. Just hold on.
yeah, we know. I know where you're from, Dominic. So I know that you got that crazy Jersey bred in you.
Yep.
You know.
Note to
Yeah.
self. Note to self.
You know
Listen,
what?
I
That's
had when I
really
got
funny.
when I bought my side by side, I had to get a single seater because nobody will ride with me. Because I'm crazy on dirt bikes, ATVs. You know, I raced ATVs my whole life. Yeah, I'm insane. So people know it when it boats. It doesn't matter what I'm driving. Besides the car with my kid in it, don't get on with me because it's life or death.
Well, at least you're safe with the kid. I mean,
Absolutely, yeah. When the kid's on board, I'm very safe. But if anybody else is on board, I have no regards. Hold on or get off.
All right, so I've taken 2 notes here. Number 1, do not ride with Dominic. Number 2, do not let any woman I'm dealing with meet any of your wives. All right, that'll work.
Listen, unless you want to be R. Kelly sitting in the side seat, like I believe I can fly because I'm jumping every damn thing. That's all I do.
Nice. All right. Well, I appreciate everyone for dropping in, and I'm going to go ahead and end the space now. And yeah, I'll be popping in and checking you guys out.
All right, sounds good, man. Thank you for everything.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
have a great night, everybody.
Good night.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Good night.
All right. Bye-bye.